No, it's okay. I'm impressed.
Kevin's got it.
And this way, guys. One more this way. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Welcome to our press conference after the men's free skate. We're here with all three of our medalists. With the bronze, Kao MIURA from Japan. With the silver, AYMOZ from France. And with the gold, Ilia MALININ from the United States. Start with an opening question for all of our athletes. What does it mean to you to stand on the podium today? We'll start with Ilia.
I'm very proud of my skate today, and I'm very happy that I was able to push through this program with some of the mistakes that I made. But I always remind myself that stuff like this happen, and you just have to move on and take it in and try to use it to progress and improve.
Kevin?
That's a good question. Coming on this competition, I was, of course, planning to do my best and try to get a medal, but I was not really planning to come here and get a medal. My only goal was to come back from the last performance I did internationally. It was the European Championship, and I finished 32nd, popping doubles, falling on singles. That was, for me, just a comeback, and today I'm super proud because I did work a lot these last 6 months.
Today, men's event, very wonderful event. Wow. そうですね。自分もできることを尽くせてとても幸せですし、本当に今日の MVP はケビンだと思います。
I'm very happy that I was able to do the best that I could in my current state, but I think today's MVP was Kevin.
All right, we'll now open it up for questions.
This is a question to Ilia. So you skated last, and we know you usually like to follow a little bit what's going on in the competition, so you knew what had happened with your competitors. You knew you had to be strong. So what was going through your mind when you made the mistake while popping the loop and then even on that Lutz, that unusual mistake? And how then did you decide to throw in the quad style?
I mean, just being back there, preparing for the competition, watching all the skaters compete, I was really just motivated by Kevin's skate. It really just excited me, and I was so happy for him, through everything he's went through, and it was just so incredible to see him skate that well. So it pushed me to really just get going to try to skate that program. But of course, it wasn't what I wanted today. So after those few mistakes, I just tried to regroup and to make a strategy of what I have to do. So I just decided to go for that quad sao, and I went for it.
Come over to Nick.
This is for Ilia. Ilia, I'm wondering if you can kind of compare how it felt for you 2 or 3 years ago when you were on the rise, Yuzu and Nathan were still there, and even Shoma up until a year ago, to now, where you're the world champion, you're going into a season as the unquestioned leading man for the first time. You know, how different does it feel for you?
I think that might have played a part in going through this competition overall. I felt a little more pressure on myself, and I think that's kind of normal for the, I guess, just, you know, coming into this competition, being as the current world champion. It puts a lot of pressure on me, so I think that over the season I'll just have to learn how to manage that.
Come to
This is a question to all of you. If you could just talk about your new free program of this season, what's the story behind it? And with all the jumps you need to worry about, what are you trying to express?
So I like to think of this free program as the idea of there's this dark force acting upon me that's holding me back from my true potential, and I think that throughout the program he's trying to really like fight it off, and it feels like it's something that's dragging him down. But then over, I guess, the process of the program, he just starts to appreciate it and really takes it in and uses it to his advantage to use that in a way to get more power and to really become his true self.
It was such a difficult exercise for me to find a new program after the Bolero of last year. I heard so much nice about this program, and I felt like I had so much expectation from the people to find a new free skate. So, like I said, I'm taking this season a little bit slower because it's the pre-Olympic season, and I've been through a lot on the past season and other seasons. So this free skate, I took a music I liked, and I'm just like creating something where I can share my emotions, open my emotions, and tell my story like I want. And it's just I'm myself during this program. I took inspiration from the painter Van Gogh, yeah. And the lyrics of the second songs are like means a lot to me, so it was just like connecting super well with the color of the costume and the universe I'm creating around this. So I knew it was really difficult after Bolero, but I'm really proud with what I do today because it's so me, so myself, so I'm really proud of that.
質問ですけれども、フリープログラムについて、どういった物語なのかというところも含めて、何を表現しようとしているのか、たくさんのいろいろ高難度な、ジャンプなどもある中で表現しようとしていることについてお話しいただければ。
そうですね、すごい有名な映画の曲ですけど、最初幸せなとあるカップルの話のスタートで、男が、僕が戦争に行くことになって、そこで一度離れ離れになってしまう。で帰ってきた頃にはその女性はもう違う男性といて、でその孤独や悲しさで自分はその中でもまた自分も自分で幸せな家庭を築き、互いが別々の幸せの道へ進む、なんかこうハッピーエンドでもあってバッドエンドでもある、そういった解釈のできる映画ですけど、自分はその中でもバッドエンドの気持ちで滑ってます。
So my free program is based on, is choreographed on the music that everybody knows. It's from a very famous movie, Le Parapluie du Cherbourg. So it starts out, the story starts out with a couple that's very happy together, but the man goes to war, the military service, and they become apart. And meanwhile, the girl gets married to a different person, and when the man comes back, he finds that out, and he finds himself very sad and lonely. But then he manages to eventually get his own family, and so the story is that, and it can be considered as a happy ending mixed with a bad ending, but I choose to express the bad ending version. I don't understand why everybody's laughing, but
Come to Lynn.
Question for Ilia, kind of following up on Nick Zaccardi's question. You know, you talked the other day about doing a quint eventually, and people ask you, oh, well, when are you going to do this, and when are you going to do that, and are you going to do a quad? Do you find that it's difficult to try to incorporate people's technical expectations of you?
That's a pretty good question, actually. I've never had that question before. So, I mean, I always try to take in people's thoughts and what they think about, adding quad or a quint in competition, but I always try to see what's realistic for me. So I always kind of compare what I'm capable to do under pressure and what people might want. And if, for example, let's say they want me to do a quad combo, I think for me in a few years that might be a lot more realistic. So then I'll be trying to incorporate them in my programs. But it really depends on how I feel and what's realistic to me.
Any more questions? We'll come to Tatiana.
Yes, question for all three. So this was the first Grand Prix event, and all three of you heading to another event, Ilia already next week. So can you please share what do you take from this competition for your next Grand Prix, and what you specifically maybe want to work on?
I think in my situation, having that a few days in between the events, it's going to be pretty challenging to take all of this and kind of come up with a plan. But I think my goal is to just stick to what I've been training the past few weeks and to really just give my all next week.
I'm on the Grand Prix in Finland in a month, I guess, if I remember. It's going to be another story, another chapter, so I'm going to take everything different. I'm going to rest next week a little bit because I want to go fresh on the next Grand Prix, and I'm just going to be happy to be on the ice, so I'm just going to take everything I can take. Today it was good experience, great learning for myself. I'm going to go fresh and happy to skate on the next Grand Prix.
今回のスケートアメリカが、グランプリの初戦だったわけですけれども、次の、戦いに向けて何をこの大会から課題として、持ち帰って次の戦いに挑みますか？
そうですね、今日はもう全部がこう気持ちで滑っているような余裕のない演技だったので、次戦はもうちょっとゆとりのあるクリーンなスケートを目指して頑張りたいっていうのと、やっぱりグランプリファイナルにも出場したいはしたいので、今回の3位っていう結果はその最低ラインでも次戦ですごく結果が必要になってくるので、本当にまた彼らのような素晴らしい選手と会えるようにしっかりとそれも今回課題を持ち帰って頑張りたいと思います。
Well, today my skate was really all about staying strong in my head, and I think that I was skating with very little sort of room to fail. So next time I would really like to be able to skate a little bit more with room to breathe and clean skate. That'll be my motto. I still think that the Grand Prix final is a possibility, but so having said that, coming third today, it gives me, it's really sort of like the borderline of what I can allow myself. So for the next competition, I don't have too much, I'm really backed against the wall, but I really want to compete against such great competitors as today, so I'll do my best to make that.
All right, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you after ice dance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yippee.